So, ended up hitting up my boy DeAndre. I was like, yo, DeAndre, I want to learn wholesaling. Feel me? I want to tap in. Let's get
I'm surprised he didn't pitch it to you when you guys were roommates.
No, fam, he did pitch it to me. I didn't believe.
You denied it. Okay.
I didn't believe. I was like, I asked him, you didn't hear me what I said? I was like, yo, how many deals you closed?
Yeah, he said
0. I was like, man, you wasting your time. I told him he was wasting his time. Bro, it was crazy. Every day to this day, we talk about it. We just laugh about that shit.
So when you come back around, how much deals he sold now?
Fam, I come back around, he closed like 2-3 deals. And I'm just like, okay, how much? He's like, one for like a band, and another for like 2,500, and then another for like 3 bands. And I'm like, that's not bad. You know
better
what I mean?
better
than what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm trying to learn, fam. And ever since then, he was like, yeah, bro, bring your laptop anytime. Let's work. And bro, literally, and thank God, Rose, he stayed in Boynton too. So I used to leave work sometimes a little bit early, and would just go straight to his apartment. He was staying with his brother at the time, so I used to just go to their apartment, which was like 10 minutes away from where I was working. So bro, I used to be in Boynton like most of my time. Like literally after work, I'm just going straight there with my laptop, tapping in, learning, just making some calls. And dude, I kid you not, bro, it took me like 4 months to close my first deal, bro. It was crazy.
That's how sales is, man. Sometimes a longer process, sometimes a quick process. You learn all that in sales in general.
Yeah, man. Like, I kid you not, bro. It was quite a journey, bro. Like, I almost quit like 10 times.
What kept you motivated, like, to keep doing it?
It was my situation. That's what kept me going. Because it was like, yo, dude, it's either you do this shit for the rest of your life,
or you're going to go back to the bullshit.
Or you go back to the bullshit, getting told what to do. But mind you, at the time, right, while I was still learning, I was still working there. I didn't quit. I didn't quit until I made, so after my third deal, Roosevelt, so my first deal, I made like $5,000. And I made that like in a week. I had flipped some property. I flipped a piece of land in Miami. And then my second deal, I made like $4,500. Mind you, I'm still working at Home Depot,
so
right?
You're cashing out.
I'm
work checks too.
I'm cashing out some work checks, but I'm saving these big checks that I'm making, right? And then my third deal was like $16,900, like 17 bands, dude. And I printed that shit at work. So Roosevelt, I made like 20 bands in less than 3 months.
Yeah, looking at that, I probably feel like, I gotta let go of this,
bro.
Spend more time on this.
Rose, I printed that $17K check at work, literally, because in Home Depot, they got these computers in the back. I printed it. Like, it was like the title company had sent me an e-check, and I printed it out, printed it at work, and I kid you not, dude, I'm looking at the check. I was looking at my apron, looking at the check, looking at my apron, put the check down, took my apron off, and I left. I didn't put no 2 weeks in, boy. The fuck? You mean to tell me I made 20 bands? Bro, I'm gone. Like, I ain't looked back since. I even took their tablet and all.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, they're not getting that shit back. They're wasting my time. I made this much breach in this short amount of time. Man, give me this tablet. And I'm taking this with me. They were blowing up my phone. Jeff, where are you?
Oh, my God.
How'd you leave? Bro, I did not pick up not one call. Because I knew they was going to do me dirty themselves. They, like, bro, one thing about it, bro.
That's the world we live in, man. They demand so much from us, but then
they can kick rocks.
They're quick to let you go.
Bro, they're quick to let you go. Cutthroat. Like, fam, they will use you like a rag doll and, like, throw you in a bucket. Like, that's how they move. That's just how business is. And honestly, I wasn't taking that shit. So once I used them to fund this. And once my side hustle started taking off, bro, I quit. I literally threw my apron. I left that shit. Like, bro, I never looked back, never went back to Home Depot. And from there, I just reinvested, my time into learning the craft. And basically what that craft is wholesaling, right? I flip properties. I flip pieces of land to big developers, people who build houses and stuff like that. And how I came across that, right? So I'm going to just rewind just a little bit. So how I came across the whole flipping land. So when I first started off doing wholesaling houses, right? It was very hard, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie, houses was hard.
You
needed certain numbers.
That's very hard.
Yeah, it was a lot of competition.
I'm surprised you didn't start off with lots and land. Like, you went straight to houses.
I went straight to houses because I didn't know that was popular. right? When you hear wholesaling, if you go on
Yeah.
YouTube, you type in wholesale,
They're
it's
mostly
gonna
talking
say
about houses, yeah.
wholesale real
So
estate.
Dre was doing houses at first. He
Dre
wasn't
was
doing
doing houses, yeah.
Okay.
Dre was doing houses. So what he was showing me was the house game.
It took him so long.
Exactly, bro. Dre didn't close, bro. He was doing wholesaling for a year straight. He quit and then came back, and then that's when, like, bro, he did it for a year straight, quit, and then came back. So he was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna redo it. I'm gonna just go at this again, and then, bro, he ended up closing like a few deals. And mind you, right after I got fired, he got fired like 2 weeks after me.
Oh wow!
So this shit was destined, bro. Like, fam, he called that shit. I literally called him when I got fired. I was like, damn, Dre, you called that shit, fam. He was working at Boynton. Remember, there's hella enterprise locations. Yeah, okay. So,
well, for the training, you guys were together.
Yeah, for the training, we were together in like Fort Lauderdale. So, and they placed everybody in the same hotel.
Okay.
Yeah, we were doing wholesaling houses, and when we were doing that, bro, Roosevelt through them 4 months, I was just like, yo, what the fuck? Like, this shit is hard. Nobody's fucking with me. Nobody's like giving me my asking
getting
price.
Rejected every time you call.
Getting rejected, like, and I'm like, mind you, I got a few deals under contract, but they always fell through because I couldn't find a buyer.
Never closed.
My numbers never closed. You know what I mean? And I was like, damn, Dre, there's got to be something else we can wholesale, right? And mind you, Dre was like, yeah, bro, real estate is big. You wholesale commercial buildings. You can wholesale gas stations. You can wholesale land. You can wholesale apartment buildings. You can wholesale condos. You can wholesale anything, dude. It's real estate. You feel me? You don't need license. You don't need no money to do it. Like, you can wholesale anything, Rose. And land has stuck out. I was like, damn, land? You can flip land? And I was like, have you ever flipped land? And Drake was like, no, he's never done it. Like, he never did it, never took action. I was like, damn, that shit can't be that much harder than houses. And he was like, I don't know, but hey, try it. Like, take action. So, I'm doing my research on wholesaling land. I'm trying to look at I'm on YouTube, looking at wholesaling land, trying to see what I can find.
Was there a lot of information on that? Because not a lot of people talk about land.
That's what I'm saying. Land is so untapped, Rose, and I'm about to tap in, right? I'm about to tell you why so untapped. Because when I was going through my research, doing it, one night I was up to like 3 o'clock in the morning, Rose. I came across this girl's page. It's my homegirl now, my business partner, my homegirl. Her name is Miss Derby. And I seen her on my Explore page. And she closed a 100K deal off of land. She flipped a piece of land and made 100 bands off one deal. Mm-hmm. And I was like, whoa, like, this is God. Because I'm over here researching, looking for wholesalers that flip land. And I see this, she just pops up. And I'm just like, whoa, I immediately follow her. I'm looking at our content. And she actually has content of showing people how to do it. And I'm just like, whoa, I'm up to like 6 o'clock, dude, just watching her videos, taking notes. And I'm like, bro, this shit is not that much harder than the houses. This is probably easier than houses. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, fuck it. Damn. And I just kept watching videos. I just kept rewatching, taking notes. And then, my homie Dre was just like, yo, bro, just take action. Just take action. And I was like, yeah, you're right. Boom. Roosevelt, I kid you not. 2 weeks later, I locked up a piece of land deal in Miami. For like 5,000, for 40,000. And I found a realtor who I could have really made 15, but at the time I was just like, yo, I just want to see if this works. Mm-hmm. And I just told her 45 is, look, give me 5K for it. It's yours. And she was like, yeah, bet, deal. And we literally closed a week later. And bro, I made $5,000 in a week.
Dang.
That was the most money I ever made
so
in a week.
I hear people do it differently. So do you sell to realtors or builders?
So I sell to both. I mean,
both. Okay.
Sometimes realtors, they have clients who need, properties, and I have builders who need properties as well. I mean, I sell to whoever has money, dude. Like, if you got breach and you looking for land, I'm your guy. I'm the plug.
So explain builders to people. Yeah, so people don't know what builders are. People know what real estate are, but
yeah. So builders are basically home builders. They build houses. I don't know if you guys ever seen new construction.
And they're usually companies.
Yeah, they're usually big companies like D.R. Horton and Miranda Homes and the the big home building companies that you see, these townhouses being built or new construction houses being built, those are home builders, right? And those are the people that are looking for land to put houses on, because what do you need to put a house? Land, right? So that's the foundation that a lot of home builders go after. And how I'm so effective with it is because I have access to those land properties off the market, right? Meaning that they're not listed with a realtor, other people can't see. And
Or that
hey,
person wasn't even thinking about selling it, but you convinced them and now they want to buy it.
Exactly.
Oh, sell it. Sorry about that.
Exactly. So now they want to sell it. And boom, where we come in, we're an acquisition company that, hey, we get all these sellers under contract, right? Discounted at a discounted price, and we sell it to our realtors or people, whoever we work with that has money, for profit. So and you know, we now, you know, company is getting bigger and bigger right now. And I actually have Marcus, who actually works with me as my acquisition. He's killing it right now for us as well. And you know, we're just continuing to looking to grow, and build a really stable, solid culture. Because I'm not gonna lie, Rose, wholesaling land is the way to go. And it's really easy, right? It's a really easy concept. But
Well, it's easy because you put in that work and you've been doing it for so long, a while. Remember, I was talking to you earlier about it when I was trying to learn about it. You tell certain people and then you show them and they're like, "This is too much."
Yeah. No, the concept is easy, Rose. Yeah. But the reason why it's hard to a lot of people is because the consistency.
Or they don't want to put in that work. It's just they don't really. They say they want it, but they don't really want it.
Right, and that's, I don't know why, you know, social media has made entrepreneurship look all glamorous, all beautiful. Like, oh, I want to be an entrepreneur, right? But
even the whole really music game, just anything in general where they think people are just overnight success.
Yeah, not knowing that, y'all don't know the behind the scenes, what that man had to do to get there. Y'all don't know the hours, the long nights up watching film, you know, taking notes. Y'all don't know. Like, bro, I remember Roosevelt, niggas used to be up at night. Like, I was barely sleeping just trying to learn this shit, practice all this shit, like, you know, taking all the information and knowledge. Dude, I was up all night just really trying to learn this shit, bro, because it was either this or fucking slave away, you know? And I'm gonna be honest, like, it was a quote that really, really got to me, right? It was a Dame Dash quote. And I was watching one of his
interview with Charlamagne.
Yeah, bro.
He kept telling Charlamagne, "You're a worker, you're a worker."
He was like, "Dude, that man."
So you working for your last? He said something about your last name,
bro. He told Charlamagne, he was like, "Dude," he was like, "If you got to report to a boss, that nigga's your daddy."
Yeah, something like that.
Hey, Roosevelt, that shit right here. When he said that shit right there did something to me. I'm not, honestly, bro. It honestly woke up a beast, because what he said was the realest shit I ever heard, and nobody's ever told me. Like, dude,
a lot of people don't like Dame Dash, but the reason why I like him is because he disrupts.
He disrupts
and has you thinking.
He has you thinking, but he has your attention. And I love the way he talks, because a lot of people don't like the way he talks, because it comes off as arrogant. Yeah, they don't like that. But to me,
I can see how him in the corporate world, they'll be like, he's too much.
He's too much.
Yeah, but he's doing that because y'all been taking advantage of our people, our culture for so long. Nobody's gonna do it, so he can do it because he has the money and he don't need it. Like, he can do what he wants.
Exactly. And after that quote rose, I don't know, it just woke up, because, you know, us being fathers, I have a son now, and just hearing that, realizing that, yo, bro, why am I depending on the white man to put food on the table, food in my, you know, money in my pockets, just to feed my family? Why am I depending on this person, right? Because at the end of the day, he's right. Like, if you have a boss, that nigga's your daddy, if you like it or not, right? So, because he tells you what to do, tells you when to clock in, tells you when to clock out, tells you how much you're gonna get paid hourly. He tells you your worth.
Yeah. You want to raise a promotion, he has to agree to it.
He has to agree to it. So, and honestly, I didn't like that. I didn't want to live like that for the rest of my life. So that's what really made me take full action, head on entrepreneurship, and really realize that, yo, He's either this or death. Like, Roosevelt, bro, I'd rather die than come in last, fam. So,
Yeah.
you know,
That's that hustling, you know.
I had
Most
to
people
make it
don't got
happen.
that. They don't got that hunger. They don't
Yeah.
want more.
Yeah.
What I realized is because I used to always try to like get people to think different. Like why do you want to work? Why do you want to do it? Like, but okay, you could work and then build something on the side, and then once you get to a level where you can quit, you can quit. And I realized was that some people are just happy with the 9 to 5.
They're just happy. They're comfortable.
You wasting your time sometimes talking to that person over and over and over again. There's no point. You're not gonna win. They're just happy. They're okay with a 9 to 5.
Yeah, and that's okay, Rose.
Yeah.
You know, not everybody's built for entrepreneurship. You know, some people are, better off being told what to do.
Yeah.
Right, and that's okay.
You know what they say? If we were all bosses, then who will be the workers? Who will
Exactly. We need more employees at Burger King. We need more employees at McDonald's. We need more employees, everywhere. Right. That's just how the world has to be.
Yeah, operate.
Not everybody is meant to be a boss. Right. But I am. Right. Marcus says you are. Right. She is. We all are. We're all meant to be a boss, but all it takes is just one decision. And that's really all it takes. It's either you want to be a boss or you don't. You feel me? And that's really what hold a lot of people back from really doing entrepreneurship is just that decision. You know? And yeah, it sounds, harder than how I'm saying it, but Rose, that's really all it takes, dude, is just a decision.
Yeah, a mindset, decision.
Yeah, just one decision. One decision, dude. Like, hey, do I want to change my life or do I want to keep waking up every day doing the same thing
over and over
at the same time, seeing the fake ass people every day at the office that you don't even like? I'd rather be home with my son, and just being an entrepreneurship, realizing that it's not really about the money, it's about the freedom. I fell in love with it because that's really why I do it, is to get more freedom. How can I free up my time?
Yeah.
Right? And you need money to do that. You need money to free up your time to do things you don't want to do so you can do the things you like to do.
Yeah.
So, and once I realized that, Rose, that was the game. That was the game changer for me. Feel me? Because I'd rather be spending more time with my family than be in my business or be at a 9 to 5. And I heard another quote too, like, dude was saying, like, man, time is everything, because that's basically how kids spell love, Rose. No kid wants to have a daddy going to work all day, barely seeing them. And mind you, as a man, you're like, yeah, I'm the man in the house. I'm putting food on my table, I'm providing for my family, going to work every day. Not realizing that, it's affecting your kid, your son, he needs a dad in his life.
Yeah, he wants more time.
He wants more time. Like, you at work all day. Mm-hmm. Now he's like, who the fuck can I talk to? Now, he has dumbass friends in the neighborhood.
Yeah, he's gonna go.
He's gonna go follow with his friends because you at work, Dad. You at work all day. You feel me? Now his dumbass friends tell him to go rob a gas station. Your son
does
get popped
because he just it's tagging along. He's
tagging along. Now your son in the casket. Why? Because you're at work. You're at work. This shit is a cycle, dude.
Yeah, it's the society we live in. They make it where you have to work to elevate, or it's either that or you create your own business and you create your own time and you do
exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. And I decided to be that oddball and not follow society and do what I want to do and create my own time, create my own legacy. Because I feel like everybody should, or if not, at least own something. Own a piece of real estate.
Yeah.
Own some stocks. Own some crypto. You feel me? If entrepreneurship is not what you want to do, and you have a 9 to 5, use that money and go buy some real estate and just go own something.
Or be smart with your money, where you can retire early or something like that.
Exactly. Because at the end of the day, you can't inherit a job to your son, your kid. You can't do that, right? Your son has to go through the corporate company, whatever, regular shit that they have to do an interview and all that. But you have a few cribs, that you bought, you purchased on a few stocks. You can pass that down to your son, right? That's ownership. Or if you're building a business, right, you can pass that business down to your kids, right? That way, they don't have to go and ask the white man for an opportunity, right? They already have one in front of them. And that's why I do it. It's deeper than me. It's deeper than the money, dude.
You're doing it for your last name.
Yeah, it's deeper than all that. So, that's why I continue to, build other businesses. Right now, I have a few rental properties I'm still looking to purchase. I purchased my first one a few months back. Just looking to add some more rental properties to my portfolio because, you got to put the money on the ground. That's where the real wealth is at. It's on the ground, because you can pass that on generations. Your family will eat forever off that piece of land or that brick home. So I always tell people ownership is either you start a business or own something.
Exactly.
and that's honestly the way to go. That's the real true American freedom.